Hello and welcome to the second semi-final of the Bleacher Report Football Leagues Cup, where today we see La Liga take on Serie A in an all-star battle to see who is going to be playing the Premier League 11 in the prestigious final of this tournament. My name is Jack Collins and I am joined by Mr. Sam Ty as we look at what promises to be quite the matchup.
Yep, and here are the teams coming up. We start with La Liga All-Stars led by Lionel Messi. I'm guessing you're not going to be too surprised about that. The rules here are 2 per team. No more than 2 players from the same team can be in the 11, and it's picked based on a combination of form and reputation this season. So you're going to see some big names. You're going to see some of the best performers over the course of the 2019-20 season, and that should lead to a pretty spectacular matchup. So for La Liga, we're going to go with a 4-2-3-1. That's Jan Oblak in goal, the wall for Atletico Madrid. We've got Felipe and Ramos in centre-half with Navas and Reguilon of Sevilla at full-back. There we have Frankie de Jong, Dani Parejo and Nabil Fekir. And the front 3, Benzema, Oyarzabal and, of course, Lionel Messi. Over to the other side for the Italians. Donnarumma in goal. A back 3, classic Italian. Manolas, Koulibaly and Skriniar, lots of speed there. Look at that midfield selection. Hateboer, Nangolan, Milinkovic-Savic, Sandro, Papu Gomez, and of course Ronaldo and Immobile, the 2 top scorers in Serie A this season. It's only right that they take the spots up front.
Absolutely, and we are away the La Liga 11 kicking us off. Okay, well, obviously a lot of people are going to look at this as the Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi matchup, but there's far more than just that on show. And I think, interestingly, as Serie A push forward, and here is Raja. What a save. Jan Oblak, absolutely unbelievable in that game against Liverpool in the Champions League, showing his worth once again for the La Liga 11 here.
Backs to the wall so far for La Liga. Oblak, the goalkeeper that has actually made the save of note, and it's all Serie A getting into the box and asking those questions. And there's another chance there. Ronaldo heading just into the keeper's hands, but it feels like it's coming.
Yeah, a little bit. Although, again, there's been the possession feels a lot more even than yesterday's game, where it very much was one-way traffic. This one, yeah, I'd say Serie A have the upper hand, but it's far more balanced.
That's for sure. Absolutely. I mean, the less said about the first semi-final, the better.
There it is.
And there, I said it was coming.
There it is, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. There you are. You made the selection and justified by the first goal of this game. Lovely play from Hateboer down the right and just slides it in to Nangolan, who slots it across for Sergej Milinkovic-Savic to tap it home, and that was very easy in some ways. It made it look very simple. Nangolan getting the assist there, winning the ball back. Your selections currently justifying themselves, doing themselves a world of good, Sam. I'm sorry to have questioned you. Although given yesterday...
I can't believe you questioned it, my friend. I mean, maybe you should be questioning the La Liga setup.
Potentially. It felt like the right way to go, though. I mean, there are Papu Gomez in the middle here. Is a lovely person to have as a 10. Is that the penalty? There's the penalty. Third one.
Reguilon in trouble there. I mean, that was, again, scintillating play in and around that box. It's just so sharp, short, tapping passes. They've been fantastic. Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah,
terrible,
really quite poor. Reguilon's had a good year at Sevilla, on loan obviously,
he has.
And Jesus Navas on the other flank. The fullback's been exquisite, but you don't expect Ronaldo to miss from here, and he doesn't. Obviously he doesn't. Missed the big moment. Fantastic from the spot, fantastic when the pressure's on. There's the trademark celebration. Great penalty, sends Oblak the wrong way. Not that Oblak is particularly strong at saving penalties anyway. He's not as hopeless as he once was, and 3 years ago he genuinely was hopeless, but still not the strongest in that category. I don't think there was ever going to be any doubt there. Well, we were worried that it was going to become another rout, and 2 goals in quick succession have put Serie A in complete control. There is a long way back for La Liga here. And
might need to ask a little bit more from Benzema, really dropping in a little bit deeper. That is one of his specialties. He's fantastic at dropping in and taking the ball under pressure and allowing his team to get up the pitch, and also just creating and linking with those midfielders. We haven't seen a lot of it. They may need to ask him to work overtime here to find a route back into the game. Here he is now, so let's see if he can produce anything.
We had Erling Haaland on the Bundesliga team yesterday. Oh, and Well, Benzema very nearly pulls La Liga back into it. That's a really, really good save from Gigi Donnarumma. More control here from Serie A. Oh, and it's 3. And it's 3.
That's a beautiful goal.
Fantastic.
Another beautiful goal.
Yeah. And it's Milinkovic-Savic again. And 3-0, and maybe that's game. You know, it's 3-0.
Looking at another mauling here.
Well,
looking at another mauling.
3-0 at half-time yesterday. We were expecting this one to be a bit more balanced, and it did look that way, but all of a sudden, 2 quick goals and one to finish it off just before half-time. That's a brutal time to concede a third for the La Liga 11, and if it was a long way back before, it's a hell of a mountain to climb now. Zlatan Ibrahimovic now on for that Serie A unit. It's as if, you know, things couldn't get any worse for the Liga defence. You'd imagine here comes a man with a point to prove to Spanish football.
Yeah, and also probably not very happy about being on the bench for this game. I'm sure he fancies himself as better than Ronaldo and better than Immobile all the while. So, yeah, I think he's probably got a point to prove to Spanish football, probably got a point to prove to us for leaving him on the bench. So I'd be very worried if I was the La Liga team. And talk about salt in the wounds, 3-0 down, and you see the sight of Zlatan trotting onto the pitch.
So the La Liga team keep coming, but there is really no joy here. They've resortedly come up against a brick wall for pretty much the entire game. 3-0 to Serie A, and they will play the Premier League All-Star 11 in what promises to be a mouth-watering final tomorrow.